Hey y'all, today I'm building the entrance to a place I've been dreaming about for months. And as with all the best stories, it begins with a secret door. So a few months ago, this idea and picture popped into my head of a little snail who lives in a strawberry house. And I was envisioning this piece of artwork in my journal where if you open the door, the little snail's behind it. And so this whole idea has taken root in my head and has evolved into something just so much bigger than a little snail in a strawberry house. It is still a little snail in a strawberry house. Her name is Shelby, and she has a whole world in letters and all kinds of friends and things that I have started to flesh out into what I think it should be. Or maybe I should rather say what it can be to make it something that I can share with other people. Because I tend to live in my head, as a lot of us creatives do. And this idea needs to be something that I am able to share with the world. And so, in working through this idea, a lot of ideas have kind of come full circle for me. And one of those that I was thinking about as I was working on this project is that when I started art school as a freshman, I wanted to be a children's book illustrator. And it's something that I that is not my job, not even close. But it's something that, a lot of life got in the way in those years, and it wasn't something I was able to pursue. And I'm also of the mindset that it was just not the time. Now, I think that part of me that wanted to illustrate children's books and maybe still will someday, but that quality of my art of just being so cute and silly, I think I have found an outlet for that and that I get to share it now with other people. And it's been encouraging to me as I've started this process. There's kind of been, I don't know, a lot of kismet in things that have happened around this. For example, on my short list for baby names was Shelby, and that is not my daughter's name. But it's always just been a name that I love, probably because of Steel Magnolias, one of my favorite movies. And as a Southerner, like it's close to my heart. And, somewhere in the mix of things over the past couple of months, I have gotten kind of obsessed with the mechanics of pop up books. And I feel like this gives me an outlet for learning how to make these mechanisms because this little door is just the beginning of what is in store for Shelby's little world, which is called Mossworth Woods. And another kind of little piece of kismet that has happened along with this is I've been trying to figure out how to create this as like a serial publication story, monthly newsletter type thing that allows me to keep the story going and put it out there piece by piece while also building this little world in this story. And so in the midst of all this, I got a Facebook ad from a designer and creator that I really love and respect. And she had the answer. And so it will be a digital snail mail, a little snail in your email, as it were. And also, there will be an actual like snail mail. So you get literal snail mail. um, as like a monthly component of this, and so that it allows me to do it both ways and have different options. I know I have a lot of subscribers who are not in the US. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm able to offer something that's accessible to everybody. And also, for those of us who are close, that we can get something literal, like a piece of mail in the mail, if that's what you prefer. So I realize I've talked very high level about something that does not exist and that I'm not actually showing you right now. But I wanted to go ahead and get this door iterated because when I was filming this, I knew that I was going to have to try this probably more than once. One of the things I realized is that the sketch that I'd made, when I put it together, the door frame needs to be a little bit wider. And so my next video will be making the final version of this door and putting it onto my Mossworth Woods journal that I will be using for the foreseeable future for all of the monthly projects and Mossworth Woods membership stuff. I'm thinking of this journal as like building my own little storybook that has letters and maps and ephemera and building this whole little world that Shelby lives in. So I hope you can join me for that. And if you are interested in this idea, like I said, I know I haven't shown you much yet, but if you're interested, I do have the waitlist open, and that is in the description and in the comments if you would like to join the list. And either way, thank you for joining me, and go check out this next video, and I will see you next time.